I mean, I'm not about ready to give them, anyone on that show, a cell phone number or a home number. And I'm not about ready to give the back email number, the back email address out either. I don't know how to do this.
We'll get it figured out.
How about we give them your number? Well, they might be nice to you because you're a girl.
No.
And you're just like an innocent bystander in this whole thing.
I was, too, for the first week. Remember? They didn't have a problem with me for the first week and a half.
So, I don't know. There's got to be a way to get it done, though.
Yeah, we'll get it figured out.
So the answer is like, whatever, dude. Let's just go to break. I want to get out of here.
Well, the thing that keeps running through my head right now is how, our bosses pulled us in the office and made us shut up. Those of you that listen to this show, Bo has no control over Maxwell. He hasn't from day one. When we were still playing records, Maxwell was like, shut up, dude, you're a douche. I'm doing what I want. You know what I mean? Believe me.
You might have just blown it, but that's funny. What?
Dude, that guy hasn't been able to control Maxwell since day one.
He's totally in control there.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, Captain. You're pulling the strings, buddy. You're a puppeteer. Right, got it. Shh. Way to go, Geppetto. You're in charge.
Gently. Oh, no, see, look at that. Now, see, there's a number right there, though. Here's the problem, though, man. I gotta be honest. I think, maybe I would be willing to wake up at 6 in the morning, maybe, and try dialing a regular phone number to get through. But if I call from my house, they're going to get the number, and they're going to give it to some moron, and then I'm going to have to change my number. That's the problem. And I'm not about ready to drive into the office to make phone calls at 6 o'clock in the morning.
No. Whatever. They're afraid. They've been shut down. Right. Look at us being shut down right now. Idiot. The line. Yeah, whatever. What time is it? Yeah, you're right. I am kind of over this now. I do kind of want to just get the hell out of here. Go home.
Yeah, me too. 216-578-1007. 1-800-348-1007. Yeah, Maxwell Show. Go ahead.
Hi there. I'm calling. My name's Kim. Do you want to know what the best part of your radio show is?
What do you got, Kim? Lay some comedy down on us. What do you got?
Sorry, yes. I really love all the dead air.
What does that mean?
I don't know, but, I'll start listening to her when she learns how to hang up a telephone. Which button is it? Was that enough dead air for you, Kim?
Really? What does that mean? I don't know what that means.
I don't know.
I'm sure it's their version of, show speak, right?
Yeah, Maxwell Show.
Yeah, what's up there, Max?
What's up, dude?
Dude, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Now, I just don't understand some of the things that you're saying about OnA here.
Go ahead.
Well, first of all, you're claiming that they never beat you, correct?
Are you going to let me answer? Are you going to let me answer the question? In the Arbitron ratings, that show versus the Maxwell Show, 3-7 has never won.
Okay. Now, the thing is, 3-7, they were on tape delay.
No, wait a minute. See, you can't start splitting here. They were on tape today. If they were live, no.
What's the difference? It's the same show.
That's not the argument.
It's the same show. But the thing at the same time, OnA is a very interactive show, just like yours. All right. Now, when people don't have, the kind of inspiration to call in and be a part of the show, they're not going to want to listen as much.
Dude.
No.
Are you really buying what they're telling? Oh, my God.
Dude.
Now you guys are already making excuses for your boys.
Radio companies spend millions of dollars on research that has come out and said that, dude, like 2% of people that listen to the radio will ever pick up a phone and call a radio station. 2%.
Well, that's fine. But you're not taking into account that most of the people that listen to OnA listen to them on XM anyway, so Arbitron has nothing to do with that.
That's not, dude, look, the entire battle has to do with the ratings in Cleveland, Ohio, which is the only city we're on in, and we win.
That's not the entire, but the entire battle is that you're opening your stupid mouth about them for no reason at all. And I'd like to hear your justification about it.
Oh, did you learn a big word today, buddy? What, do you got a word of a day calendar?
Why do I have to justify the fact that I saw Jim Norton's special and I don't think it's funny?
What's wrong with that?
I don't think Monster Rain is funny.
Here's another question for you. If you don't think Louis C.K.'s brand of humor is funny...
That's not true. That's not what I said. Again, you are going by the sound bites that they've played for you. That's not what I said.
He didn't agree with one joke the guy made. That was it.
And I'm allowed to think the kids falling out of a window's not funny.
Okay. Okay, to you it's not funny. To me, I find it hilarious.
Yeah, but, dude, this is my radio show, so it's all about my opinion.
Oh, no, I respect that, man. That's
all
cool.
right, thank you.
But now listen. Before, you said that... I thought I heard you say that you were going to call into OnA.
I would love to, if there was a way that I could get that done without them giving my home and phone number or my cell phone to a bunch of morons, and I could trust that, like, I could have some way that I could contact, I would totally go on the air on their show. Absolutely.
Well, here's the thing. They're not just a couple of morons, okay? They're not going to give out personal information over the air. They're not that stupid. They're not that...
But they will give it to one of their friends who will post it on the fan site.
No, they will not.
Yes, they will.
That's against... They have never, ever done that. They have never done that.
How do you... I mean, that's a ridiculous statement to make. How would you even know that?
Because we've done this so many times, dude. We've been through this kind of crap with 10 other stupid jocks, all right?
10 other stupid jocks.
I frankly don't think you have the balls to call into them and face them one-on-one. All these things you're saying are completely behind their backs.
What do you mean behind their back? They listen to the podcast every day and then play it for the entire country. How's it behind their back?
And 2 weeks ago, none of you people thought we had the balls to put you on the radio, but here you are, live on the radio. So
that's fine. You can take callers all you want. But if you're going to start talking, this and that about them, I think you should have the decency to do it right to them.
Oh, my God. Jesus, what are you, their mother?
No, I'm not.
Let me ask you something. Why do a couple guys who are the next great thing, which they're superstars, right?
Yeah, rock stars.
Sure, they're in 2 countries. And
why do they care about what a radio show in one market has to say about them?
Because it's ridiculous.
Work the problem. Work the problem.
Dude.
What I'm saying is that...
It's ridiculous. You're in exactly your point. You're in one market, and you're talking crap to people who are in 2 countries. That's kind of silly, don't you think?
No.
Oh, and don't fall for...
Dude, I got some bad news. John Tesh is syndicated. Does that mean he's good? John Tesh is syndicated.
You're missing the point, man.
You're missing the point. What is the point?
You have no place talking about people that are heard across 2 countries.
Yes, I do.
You're stuck in one market. When do you get syndicated?
First of all, we wouldn't consider being in Cleveland being stuck.
Yeah, I kind of like my life, and I like my job. And you know what? If I spend the rest of my life on one radio station in afternoons in Cleveland, Ohio, making the money I make with the life I have, I'm going to die a very happy man.
Yeah, dude, we're really...
yes.
You're shooting high, man.
See, what do you do? What do you do?
What do I do?
Yeah, because, dude, if you're shooting so high and so very successful, let us hear what it is you do.
Dude, I'm 22 years old. How am I possibly going to be at a point where I have any kind of established career?
Okay, well, because Maxwell at 22 years old had an established career.
Yeah, sorry, dude.
Working in radio. Nice, dude. Call us back when you can actually work through an intelligent argument. All right?
Okay.
Really?
You sound like a bunch of 4-year-olds, man. When you getting syndicated, brother?
What does that have to do with anything?
What do you mean, what does that have to do with anything? Usually, popular radio stars get syndicated. I don't really see you guys going anywhere.
Ask them how, dude, you need to call them tomorrow and ask them how long it took them to pick up other radio stations. I want to know that.
You need to call them.
I would gladly.
No, dude, I'll still be asleep, dude, because I'm going to go out and drink all night tonight, which is why I like working in the afternoon.
Right, so why don't you man up and call them and talk to them one-on-one?
I would love to do that. Yeah, look, I'm telling you right now, man, here's the deal. Here's the only way I'm doing it.
Yep.
The only way I'm doing it is if they send me a letter through DHL or, listen to me, or UPS, or an email that I can actually get, not from some stupid fan, some way that I know it so I click on it. I don't have to weed through a bunch of bull crap. They send me a backline phone number that I can phone to where I don't have to spend hours trying to call their show because I don't care.
Oh, I can give you the phone number right now, and then whoever screens the phone calls will send you right through, man. I've gotten through plenty of times to them. They have no problem putting people on the air.
Oh, yeah, because no one's calling.
Well, everyone's calling. The phone lines are always jammed there.
Well, if they're jammed, then how do you get through?
Yeah, how do you get through all the time? You can't have it both ways, dude. Either you can get in whenever you want, or you can't get in at all. But pick one side of the argument, dude.
Well, if you want to listen to the argument, when you get hold of the screener, when they ask you why you're calling, if you call for some bullcrap.
But what I'm